Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is Sarah, and today's video is going to be all about my pet peeves that I have. There's a lot, but I'm hopefully, if this video gets to a certain amount of time, I'm trying to do this in under like 10 minutes. So I just thought I would do this video because I have not ranted in a while on this channel. And I just thought, you know, people in the world who everyone's got pet peeves, so why not make a discussion out of this or talk about it, because there's so many things that I feel like in my pet peeves list that aren't talked about as much or are talked about a lot, but I just want to emphasize on things that personally annoy me because there's so many people in my own life that do these every day. Not that I'm exposing them, but I'm not going to say like who does these, but I'm just going to get started with the pet peeves video. So my first main pet peeve, this pretty much annoys me quite a bit. I'm trying not to be quite so like mean about it when it annoys me, but when people use mouth noises when they're eating or when they eat with their mouth open. And I just find it really gross, especially if you're like on a date, which I have had that happen and it's really fucking disgusting. But why make the noise like, and it's like they're almost having an orgasm while eating, and it's like, I understand the whole food porn thing, but when you eat, I don't want you to sound like, like, oh god, just doing that just makes me cringe. I don't know why, I just hate it. It's like, if you're gonna have an orgasm while you're eating, do I need to leave the fucking room? Because that's fucking annoying. I can't stand people who eat with their mouth either open or with just awful like mouth noises, and it's annoying. And I know people in my own life that do this, and I always tell them to stop doing it because it's just annoying. And I'm like, because they hum and they moan and they make all these like sounds that you would probably see a guy do in mid-orgasm. So it's like, no, don't do that. This one is a bit of a controversy because it has to do with the word in very British slang term called twat. The word twat. And everyone that I know in my own life pronounces it, I hate the way it's pronounced, but it's pronounced with an O, like an O sound instead of an A sound, which I find fucking ridiculous. Like, oh my god, I like lashed out on one person for this before. I've actually got so annoyed by it, because I feel like, granted, some people might not have heard of it that way, and of course I fucking hate, I know so many people in my own life that use this word, and I use it all the time. And I fucking hate them. They sound like twats, and they refuse to admit that, oh, some people may pronounce it differently, and oh, well, fuck you, because you don't pronounce it, you pronounce, and I fucking hate it. It's pronounced twat, not twat. God, I fucking hate that word. I hate it when it's mispronounced. And it's really starting to annoy me at the moment, and it always has annoyed me, because I'm like, I've always known it as twat. I call people a twat all the time, or a twatter, or a twat waffle. All these words, and everyone's fucking pissed at me for saying it the wrong way, when it's an age-old debate. Honestly, I fucking hate that. I hate it when it's mispronounced, because if you're in England, for example, which, I mean, I've never been outside of the US, but if you're in a country such as England or the UK, where they use that word a lot, I'm sure that if you visited that fucking country, they'd probably slap you. And I mean, being of English and Welsh descent, I would probably do that same thing. I'd probably slap the living fuck out of them, which honestly, there are times where I really want to fucking slap someone when they say it, because I know it's not the most mature option, but like, oh my god, the word twat, there's an A, not an O. The English language is fucking confusing, I know, but don't pronounce it twat. I can't even say it without wanting to cringe and wanting to hurt myself for saying it wrong. So the next pet peeve that I have is when people say no offense and then they go but, or when you're done saying something and they're like, oh, no offense, but that thing that you did there, you were very, very blunt with that person. You need to be a little bit, you need to sugarcoat things more. And the thing is, I get told no offense, not as often as I used to, but honestly, I never say it. I used to say it when I was younger until I realized how fucking stupid I sound. I sound like a twat, like the previous one mentioned. I sound like a wanker, okay? I don't understand what is so hard with not even saying no offense. We're gonna be offended regardless of what you say. And I hate that, because I just wish it wasn't, the thing is, I don't like it when people say no offense but, or no offense at all. And it's like, do you expect me not to be offended by what you just said by saying no offense? Because I fucking hate that. I've had bosses tell me that, and I'm like, do you want me to walk right out right now? Because that's annoying. That's annoying to me. Like, when you say no offense, but, and then you expect me not to be offended. I'm obviously offended. So, the next one, there's quite a few combined into it. So, people who are closed-minded, judgmental, and ignorant. Because I run into people like this every day I'm at college. So, closed-mindedness. Basically, people who don't really have a very open mind. They kind of judge people based on what they believe is certain. Like, I know people that think they know fucking everything. They've got a fucking high horse. They're fucking bitches. And they are, like, not very open-minded. And, of course, I'm very open-minded for someone who is from the Midwest. Honestly, I feel like I'm from a different country because everyone here is just fucking... A lot of people here are just awful. But I hate closed-minded people, judgmental people, and ignorant people. Ignorant people especially. It's like, okay, I understand sometimes you have to respect people's opinion, but sometimes people's opinions sound flat-out ignorant, and you need to brush up on your knowledge before you make assumptions about people. Granted, I have family like this, and I'm not going to name names, but I know many people in my family that are like that too. They assume things, and they don't have a lot of knowledge about it. And I always say, if you don't know much about insert topic here, don't talk about it, or you're going to sound really stupid. Unless if you want to know more about it, then ask a question and say, oh, well, I don't know much about, let's say, LGBT pride. Like, if you don't know what a freaking asexual, if you don't know a certain topic, or if you think you know a certain topic, but you really don't, why say a word? Because people are really stupid. Very stupid. So, the next thing is people who don't say thank you, or people who just don't have manners and don't say thank you. Because I know people who don't say thank you. And I am always very obnoxiously polite with people. But the word thank you, it shouldn't be that hard to say. Granted, I have a sister who you can't even get it out of her mouth without prying it out of her mouth. It's like pulling teeth trying to get that word out of her. It's awful. And she doesn't say thank you unless if I have to force it out of her or someone else has to force it out of her, because she's not very polite. She's so rude sometimes. And, like, when people do something for you, you should say thank you. Like, it's not that hard. You can say it in a different language for all I fucking care, but say thank you. Because I say thank you way too often to know, like, why would you not say thank you? Because there are things that you should really fucking thank people for. Thank someone for living. Thank your freaking parents for your mom or somebody for giving birth to you. Because, like, honestly, like, you need to start saying thank you more. That's just what I fucking hate. People who walk slow. Granted, I'm a very fast walker. I always have been, even when I was overweight. But people who walk slow do annoy me. Or, like, people who are right in front of me, like couples, or, like, people who are just taking their sweet time walking and aren't very fast, and just basically are like elephants, just walking so steady and so slow, especially in malls. I get this all the time. I just walk around them because, honestly, I don't need that bullshit in a mall. Okay, so this is a bit of a different one. This is when texting, like the word LOL, lol. When people say lol in texting, especially men that somehow manage to text me or some shit, when they say lol, or when people say lol when it's not funny, or when it is funny, but I don't fucking like that word. And I don't really like texting, honestly. I'm one of the only millennials that probably doesn't like texting. But that's fucking ridiculous. I hate the acronym. I hate a lot of acronyms, but oh my god, I fucking hate lol. I hate it. I really hate it. Okay, so when people say I'm sorry, or sympathize with you, granted, I understand some people don't really know what to say when you're going through a tough time. Granted, I have this golden line that it'll work for anybody. So, when people sympathize, when you see someone going through a rough patch, such as their dog died, their house is on fire, whatever, or if they lost something in their life, or if they lost someone in their life, say if you ever need to talk, let me know, because they appreciate it more. And that really is something that I've kind of programmed in my mind to say. When people are, when someone's going through a rough patch, I always tell them, if you ever need to talk, just let me know, and I'm there for you. Because it just sounds better. It sounds better. Don't say I'm sorry, because honestly, I've been in sympathy my whole fucking life for things. I'm getting sick of people saying I'm sorry. And I apologize a lot. But I say I'm sorry a lot too, but because like it's not even always my fault. I just like say I'm sorry. Like, I don't know why. I think it's just a weird thing that I do. But my next one is people who don't use earbuds in public. So basically what I mean by is if you see someone out in public, they're watching a video or they're just in an area where there's people and they're listening to videos and don't have earbuds in. That's really annoying to me. I'm trying to laugh through this just because that's kind of how I deal with this. But I don't like that at all. Don't do it. That's it for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. I will be trying to post more videos more frequently. Until next time, auf Wiedersehen, tschüss, atutala, and I will see you guys later. Bye.